English Leap Podcast.
From Speak English with Class.
Hello, and welcome to English Talk Flow.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Jack. On this channel, we help you practice real, everyday English.
Please, if you enjoy our videos, remember to like and subscribe. It really helps us a lot.
Yes, thank you. Today, we're going to practice how to talk about Happy New Year in English. This is a very useful topic because it is celebrated all over the world.
Yes, Jack, we will cover greetings, celebrations, wishes, New Year resolutions, and even talking about feelings. You can use these phrases with family, friends, or even colleagues.
Let's start with greetings. The most common greeting is Happy New Year. You can say this to anyone at any time during New Year's Eve or New Year's Day.
And you can add a question to start a conversation. For example, Happy New Year. How was your holiday? This makes it easier to continue talking.
Or you can ask, did you enjoy the celebrations? Short, simple, and easy to answer.
And don't forget polite replies. You can say, yes, thank you, it was wonderful, or I had a great time with my family. Simple sentences like this are very natural.
Now, Emily, let's talk about parties or celebrations. How do you describe them in English?
You can say, we had a small party at home, or we watched fireworks on TV. Short sentences are easy to remember.
Or, we met friends and shared snacks. Using we is very helpful because it talks about activities together.
Talking about food is fun too. You can say, we ate cake and drank juice, or we cooked a big dinner with family. Everyone understands simple sentences like this.
And don't forget traditions. For example, we exchange gifts on New Year's Eve, or we make a toast at midnight. You can also say, we sing and dance together.
Jack, feelings are important too. You can say, I felt happy, or I was excited about the new year. These sentences are simple and clear.
Or you can say, I felt grateful for my family and friends. Using I felt is easy and natural for conversations.
Some people also like to make New Year's resolutions. This is a great way to practice English.
Yes, you can say, my New Year's resolution is to exercise more. Or, I want to learn something new this year.
Or, I plan to save money. Or, I hope to read more books. You can also ask, do you have a New Year's resolution?
Sharing resolutions is fun, and it helps your English sound natural.
Short questions are very useful too. You can ask, did you have a good holiday? Or, what did you do on New Year's Eve?
Short questions are easy to answer and keep the conversation moving.
And if someone asks you about your New Year, you can say, I had a wonderful time with family, or I celebrated with friends and enjoyed it very much.
Perfect. Practicing these sentences will make your English natural and confident for New Year conversations.
So remember, greetings, celebrations, wishes, resolutions, and feelings are the main parts of talking about New Year.
Exactly, Emily. Practice these sentences, and soon you can talk about New Year with anyone in English.
Now that we know how to greet and talk about New Year, let's practice more useful phrases.
Yes, Emily. One common phrase is, I hope this year brings you happiness and health. You can say this to friends, family, or even colleagues.
Or you can say, wishing you a wonderful year ahead. This is a polite and friendly way to send good wishes.
If someone asks how you celebrated, you can say, we stayed up until midnight, or we watched the fireworks in the city. Simple sentences like these are easy to remember.
You can also describe small activities. For example, I played games with my family, or we sang songs and danced at home. These short sentences make your English sound natural.
Talking about presents is fun too. You can say, I gave gifts to my friends, or I received a beautiful gift from my sister. Using gave and received is very common for New Year conversations.
And don't forget food. Many people love to talk about food during celebrations. For example, we ate a big dinner, or we made a special cake for the new year.
You can also say, we drank juice and shared snacks with everyone. Small details make your story interesting.
Jack, what about talking about wishes for the new year?
Good question. You can say, I wish you all the best for 2026, or I hope you have a successful year. These sentences are short and polite.
And if you want to be casual with friends, you can say, Happy 2026. Hope it's an amazing year for you. This is friendly and natural.
Emily, what about talking about New Year resolutions in conversations?
Yes, you can ask, do you have any New Year's resolutions? And your friend can reply, yes, I want to exercise more. Or, I plan to learn English this year.
You can also share your own resolutions. For example, I plan to read more books in 2026, or I want to save more money this year. Short sentences like these are easy to practice.
It's also good to use the phrase, I hope to. For example, I hope to travel more this year, or I hope to spend more time with family.
Emily, let's practice feelings too. Many people like to share how they felt during New Year.
Yes, you can say, I felt excited, or I was very happy with my family and friends. Using I felt is simple and very natural.
Or you can say, I felt thankful for everything I have, or I was excited to start 2026. These sentences are short but meaningful.
Jack, another useful question is, how did you celebrate New Year's Eve?
And the answer can be, we stayed home and watched fireworks, or we went to a small party with friends. These are very common ways to describe celebrations.
Remember, practice makes perfect. Try to ask questions, share your experiences, and use these phrases every day.
Exactly. You can start with greetings, then ask about celebrations, food, wishes, resolutions, and feelings.
Even if you only practice a few sentences, it will help you speak confidently in English about New Year.
And soon, you will be able to have a full conversation with anyone about Happy New Year without hesitation.
So, Jack, now let's talk about fun activities people do on New Year's.
Yes, Emily. Many people enjoy watching fireworks. You can say, we watched fireworks at midnight, or the fireworks were amazing.
Or you can describe it like this: the sky was full of colors, or everyone cheered and clapped. Short sentences make your story clear and natural.
Another popular activity is partying with friends. You can say, we went to a small party, or we danced and listened to music all night.
Or you can talk about family celebrations. For example, we had a quiet dinner at home, or we played games with our children. Using we is simple and natural for English conversations.
Emily, people also like to share wishes and messages online. You can say, I sent New Year greetings to my friends, or I posted a Happy New Year message on social media.
Yes, you can also say, I received many greetings from my friends, or I liked all the messages and photos they shared. Simple sentences make your English sound confident.
let's talk about New Year traditions in different countries. You can say, in my country, people make a lot of noise at midnight. Or, some families exchange gifts.
Or some people eat special food, or some go to parties and meet friends. Short sentences like these are easy to remember and very useful.
Emily, what about talking about hopes and dreams for the new year?
That's very important, Jack. You can say, I hope 2026 will be a good year. Or, I want to achieve my goals this year.
Or you can ask, what are your hopes for the new year? And the reply could be, I hope to learn new skills. Or, I want to travel more.
Talking about wishes is also simple. You can say, I wish you good health, or I hope you are happy all year. These sentences are polite and friendly.
Emily, let's include some common phrases for conversations. You can say, did you have fun on New Year's Eve? Or, what was the best part of your holiday?
And short replies could be, I had a great time, or the fireworks were beautiful. Simple phrases like these are very natural in English.
You can also say, I enjoyed spending time with family. Or, we had a fun party with friends. These sentences are short, easy, and perfect for conversations.
Another useful thing is talking about traditions and customs. For example, we make a toast at midnight, or we eat special food for good luck.
Yes, Emily. Or, we set off fireworks, or we sing songs and celebrate together. Short sentences like this make it easy for beginners to practice English.
Jack, don't forget about resolutions. They are very common when talking about New Year.
Yes, I plan to exercise more in 2026. Or, I want to spend more time with family. Short sentences help you speak naturally.
You can also ask, do you have a New Year's resolution? This is an easy question and starts a good conversation.
And the answer could be, yes, I want to save money. Or, I hope to read more books this year. Practicing these sentences will help you talk about New Year easily.
Remember, greetings, celebrations, wishes, traditions, and resolutions are the main points to discuss.
Exactly, Emily. Using short and simple sentences makes English practice natural and fun.
So, Jack, now let's talk about how people prepare for New Year's Eve.
Yes, Emily. Many people clean their houses before New Year. You can say, we cleaned the house, or I organized my room.
Cleaning is important because it makes the house feel fresh for celebrations. You can also say, we decorated with lights and balloons.
And many people prepare special food. You can say, we cooked a big dinner, or I baked a cake for the celebration.
Some people also shop for gifts. You can say, I bought gifts for my family, or we exchanged gifts at midnight.
Let's not forget about parties. You can say, we went to a friend's party, or we stayed home and watched a movie.
And many people make a toast at midnight. You can say, we raised our glasses and said, Happy New Year. Or we cheered and hugged our friends.
Emily, what about New Year's traditions? In some countries, people eat 12 grapes at midnight or jump off chairs for good luck.
It's also common to listen to music and dance. You can say, we danced to our favorite songs, or the music was exciting.
Don't forget about New Year's greetings. People usually say, Happy New Year, or wishing you health and happiness in 2026.
And when someone asks about your celebration, you can say, I had a great time with my family, or we enjoyed the fireworks and dinner.
Finally, people like to talk about their New Year's resolutions. You can say, I want to exercise more in 2026, or I plan to travel and learn new things.
Using short sentences, greetings, traditions, and resolutions is the best way to practice English for New Year conversations. So, Jack, let's talk about how people prepare for New Year's Eve.
Yes, Emily. Many people clean their houses before New Year. You can say, we cleaned the house before New Year, or I organized my room and kitchen.
Exactly. Cleaning makes the house feel fresh. You can also say, we decorated the house with lights and balloons.
And many people prepare special food. You can say, we cooked a big dinner, or we prepared traditional dishes for New Year.
Yes, or I baked a cake for the celebration, or I made cookies and snacks for my family and friends.
Some people also shop for gifts. You can say, I bought gifts for my family, or I wrapped the presents carefully.
Yes, and you can add, we exchanged gifts at midnight, or everyone was happy with their presents.
Emily, let's not forget about New Year's Eve parties. You can say, we went to a friend's party, or we danced and played games all night.
Or we stayed home and watched a movie. Or we had snacks and talked together.
Many people also make a toast at midnight. You can say, we raised our glasses and said, Happy New Year.
Yes, or we cheered and hugged our friends, or it was a joyful moment.
Emily, what about New Year's traditions in different countries?
In some countries, people eat 12 grapes at midnight, or some jump off chairs at midnight for good luck.
Yes, and you can also say people wear new clothes, or some go outside to watch fireworks.
Another fun thing is talking about music. You can say, we listened to music all evening, or we sang songs with friends and family.
Or we danced to our favorite songs.
Jack, don't forget about New Year's greetings. People usually say, Happy New Year, or I wish you health and happiness in 2026.
Yes, and you can also say, all the best for the new year.
Finally, people talk about their New Year's resolutions. You can say, I want to exercise more, or I plan to travel and learn new things.
And you can ask, do you have a resolution for this year?
Yes, and the answer could be, I want to read more books, or I hope to spend more time with my family.
Emily, using short sentences, greetings, traditions, celebrations, and resolutions is the best way to practice English for New Year conversations.
Exactly, Jack. These sentences are perfect for the coming New Year.
Yes.
Jack, now that we talked about New Year's morning, let's discuss New Year's celebrations in the evening. Many people have special ways to enjoy New Year's Eve and the first evening of 2026.
Yes, Emily. For example, you can say, in the evening, I met my friends, or I stayed at home and had a quiet dinner. Short sentences make it easy to speak.
Some people like to attend parties. You can say, we went to a small party, or we celebrated with music and dancing.
Exactly. Or we sang songs together, or we laughed and played games.
Jack, a lot of people also watch fireworks at night. You can say, we watched fireworks at 9 p.m., or the sky was full of colors and lights.
Yes, or it was exciting, or I took many photos of the fireworks.
Some families like to have a special dinner. You can say, we cooked traditional food, or we shared our favorite dishes at the table.
Or we drank sparkling juice, or we had a big cake for dessert.
Jack, many people also play games in the evening. You can say, we played board games with the family, or we tried new card games.
Yes, or we played charades and laughed a lot, or everyone joined in the fun.
It is also common to make New Year resolutions in the evening. You can say, I wrote my goals for 2026, or I promised myself to exercise more.
Or I want to read more books, or I will learn something new every month.
Many people also like to reflect on the past year. You can say, I thought about 2025 and what I learned, or I remembered happy moments with friends and family.
Or I wrote a list of memories, or I shared stories with my cousins and siblings.
Some families and friends also watch movies or shows together. You can say, we watched a funny comedy, or we saw a special New Year movie on TV.
Yes, or we laughed a lot while watching the movie, or it was relaxing and fun for everyone.
Jack, another way to celebrate the new year is to send wishes to friends and family online. You can say, I sent New Year messages, or I wished my friends a happy 2026.
Or I called my grandparents. Or I shared photos and happy memories online.
Finally, it's important to talk about feelings in the evening. You can say, I feel happy and excited for 2026. Or, I feel peaceful and ready for the new year.
Or I feel grateful for last year. Or I am looking forward to new experiences and adventures.
Jack, practicing all these sentences helps anyone speak naturally about New Year, from morning to evening.
Exactly. By talking about celebrations, resolutions, reflections, and feelings, your English will sound fluent and friendly.
Remember, 2026 is coming soon, and now is the perfect time to practice your New Year English sentences.
Yes, keep practicing, stay confident, and enjoy talking about your New Year celebrations with friends and family.
Jack, now that we practice talking about New Year's evening, let's discuss New Year morning. Many people like to wish friends and family a Happy New Year on the morning of 2026.
Yes, Emily. You can say, Happy New Year, or I wish you a wonderful 2026. Short greetings are easy and polite.
You can also ask about someone's New Year plans. How did you celebrate New Year? Or what are your plans for 2026?
Or, did you enjoy New Year's Eve? Or did you make any resolutions?
Many people share gifts or cards. You can say, I gave a card to my friend, or I received a gift from my cousin.
Or, we exchanged gifts? Or, I wrote a note for my family?
On New Year's Day, some people eat a special breakfast. You can say, we had pancakes and fruit, or I ate eggs and toast.
Yes. Or, we drank orange juice. Or, breakfast was simple but delicious.
It's also common to visit friends or go for a walk. You can say, I walked in the park, or we visited neighbors.
Or, I met my friends. Or, we took photos together.
It's a good idea to start the year with a clean house. You can say, we cleaned the house, and I organized my room.
And, I washed the dishes. Or, I threw away old papers.
Remember, 2026 is a fresh start. By practicing English sentences about New Year, you can speak confidently with others.
Yes! Keep practicing and enjoy the holiday.
Jack, now that we finished talking about New Year morning and greetings, let's summarize everything for our viewers.
Yes, Emily. We practice talking about New Year from evening to morning, greetings, activities, and feelings.
Exactly. We started with New Year's Eve. You can say, I celebrated New Year at home, or I watched fireworks with my family.
And I went to a New Year party, or I stayed home and enjoyed a quiet evening.
Then we talked about making resolutions for 2026. You can say, I want to learn English this year, or I will exercise more in 2026.
Yes, and I plan to read more books, or I want to spend more time with my friends and family.
We also practiced greetings and wishes. Short sentences like, Happy New Year, and I wish you a wonderful 2026 are easy and polite.
You can also ask, how did you celebrate New Year? Or did you enjoy New Year's Eve?
Jack, we talked about morning activities too. For example, I had breakfast with my family. And I went for a walk in the park.
And I cleaned my room, or I planned my first week of 2026.
We also used words like usually, after that, relax, take, get dressed, finish, colleagues. These are very helpful for daily conversations.
Yes, short, simple sentences make English easier. For example, I usually wake up at 7, or after that, I brush my teeth.
Jack, we also gave tips for talking about feelings. You can say, I feel happy, or I feel excited for 2026.
And I feel relaxed after spending time with my family, or I feel motivated to start the new year.
It's also important to practice speaking and writing. Try describing your New Year activities in English, even if it's short.
Yes. For example, I watched fireworks with my friends, or I made a resolution to read more books.
Jack, now let's remind viewers about the question of the day.
Right. Today's question is, what is your favorite part of New Year's Day and why?
Write a short sentence in the comments like, my favorite part is the evening because I watch fireworks, or my favorite part is the morning because I have breakfast with my family.
We read every comment, and it's a great way to practice English and share your ideas.
Exactly. And remember, practicing short sentences, useful words, and phrases helps you speak English naturally.
Yes, and talking about real-life topics like New Year makes learning fun and interesting.
Jack, I hope our viewers feel confident now to talk about New Year 2026 in English.
Absolutely. Practice these sentences, use new words, and don't be afraid to speak.
So, thank you so much for joining us today. We really enjoyed talking with you.
Yes, if you liked this video, please subscribe, like, and share with a friend who is also learning English.
Remember, we have new conversations every week, and the goal is to help you practice real English in a simple way.
Keep learning, keep practicing, and enjoy a wonderful New Year 2026.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a happy, safe, and exciting New Year.
Bye. See you in our next video on Daily English Talk.